we know you had a very successful football career, and we also know you tried to have a shot at boxing, but it didn't work out as you wanted it. But we've been seeing videos of you still in the gym, fit. But we want to know, are you still going to pursue a career in that?
No, because they wouldn't give me the license. They knew I was going to be too strong, man. But they didn't give me the license, so it's not possible. Listen, sometimes someone is deciding these things for you, so maybe it's a blessing. But listen, I trained hard for like 5 months out of my life. I just dedicated myself to training for boxing. I was ready to go and fight, but at the last hurdle, the application was denied for different reasons. But listen, it is what it is, it's life. My experience of Nigeria, and when I speak about Nigeria, is only positive things. I think it's been, when I come here, everyone's happy, whether they have money or not. People are living life to the fullest, always great colours. The culture, man, it's the music. The music is massive in England now as well, the Afro beats. I love this type of music, but also the food, the energy that you, when you come to Nigeria, everyone's looking to prosper, everyone's looking for a way to achieve, and I like that hunger, I like that culture, I like that vibe. And as I said, when I grew up, a lot of my friends are Nigerian or Ghanaian, so I have a lot of African influence when I was a kid growing up, and so coming here is just a natural progression for me. I was always going to come here, it's just a matter of when, really. So Africa to Nigerian players, listen, when I was growing up, Okocha was the man. Sunday Elise, Yakini, Kanu obviously, but for me, Okocha, for me and my friends on my estate where we grew up, like when he was at Paris Saint-Germain and stuff, and we used to try and get videos and clips to watch him because he was that good, and he came to the Premier League and he lit the Premier League up as well. So the Nigerian players of that era, they had a huge influence on young black boys from where I lived. Yeah. A lot of people, when I come back, a lot of my Nigerian friends are saying, "Oh yes, Chief, what's happening?" Saying, "Right." The deadliest striker, African player I played. Nigerian or African? African. Boy, let me think. Didier Drogba, yeah. He just retired, man. So listen, well, good luck in retirement, Didier. It was crazy because Didier, man, sometimes you used to play against him and he didn't do nothing. I used to think, well, what is this, man? He's all this hype, Didier, and then all of a sudden, last minute he scored a goal. He scored one against us in Old Trafford. He was offside, and I'll tell you, man, I see him all the time, he was offside. And he helped them win the league. And in the FA Cup, in the final, was it at Wembley, he scored late in the game in extra time and they won. And we should have won that one as well. But it's funny, all the games that we lost is the ones I think about. I don't think about when we won. And what they're always thinking about when we lost, I could have done this. But Didier, he was top. He was strong, powerful, quick, mentally strong, and he played for the team. And that was a big thing. He wasn't an individual. He played everything, all of his about his game, which I respected, was like for his team. It wasn't about him. Didn't have a big ego. Adebayo was good as well. He played once at Old Trafford. They beat us 1-0. He scored, man. And he played up front on his own, but he wasn't as consistent. Drogba, Eto'o, I forgot. Oh, Eto'o. Eto'o was good, man. Fast. Did he score? He scored. He scored in the Champions League final, wasn't he? The Champions League final he scored. The semi-final we didn't score that. Remember that one, yeah? But yeah, I'll say Eto'o and Drogba stand out as the best two. At the moment, it's the problem with the team now, or the defence now, is you don't know who is going to play. Like all the best teams in the world, before the team sheet comes out, you could name 9 or 10 of the players easily, the best teams. You know who's going to come in. At the moment with Manchester United, you don't know who's going to play centre back. If you said to Jose Mourinho now, who's your best centre back pairing, the two, who's the best? He wouldn't know. He doesn't know the answer. Injuries, suspensions, loss of form. He hasn't been able to find it. So that's the big problem. Because when I played, before the game, you knew, the fans knew around the world in the stadium, it's going to be me and Vidic. going to come out and we're going to play. And then when you're together all the time, it's like a marriage. When you get together and you're together all the time, it becomes second nature. I know where he's going to go, he knows where I'm going to go, and you move together and you create a relationship. There's no relationships at the moment I don't see in the Man United team, and that's the biggest problem. So, listen, Vida was an amazing player, but he, again, like I said about Drogba, the best teams have players that sacrifice parts of their game for the team, that play firstly for the team. It's not I, it's we, and that's the big difference. I think that's in my time, with Man United, it was Wayne Rooney. I think he could have scored more goals, but he sacrificed parts of his game for the team to be better, for the team to win trophies. That's how the best teams are successful. That's how the best teams like Guinness, I'm sure, the same in their work team, in their teams, in their workforces within the company. There's people who've got to play their role for the team. Simple as that. You know, I don't compare, unless someone asks me a question about comparisons of my era, I don't compare, because there's no comparison. It's like black and white, it's different. But my era, what do you want us to say? Like, this is what, when people say, oh, you're criticising Man United, listen, the hardest thing for me to do is to criticise Man United. I'm a Man United fan, I want Man United to win. So for me to sit in front of everybody and criticise Man United is the last thing I want to do. But I have to say, as a pundit, it's my job to say what I see. So if I see rubbish, I will say it's rubbish. If I see good, I will say it's good. There's no in between. And that's the way it has to be, because I wouldn't be true to myself, I wouldn't be true to the audience. So, listen, Jose Mourinho, maybe he's moaned, he's not happy with some of the pundits speaking. But the only way to change that is to change the way your team is playing, to change the results of your team, and then we'll say positive things, because if Man United are winning, there'll be no one screaming louder and shouting harder in the media than me.